Good morning, Wilson. Today is Monday, November 7th, 2016. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
And I'm Peter Rivera.
And this is your news in minutes. Marlins pitcher Jose Fernandez and two of his friends were killed in a late-night boating accident in September. Details of the accident are still being investigated, but an autopsy was conducted on the body of Fernandez and did find the presence of cocaine and alcohol in the pitcher's system at the time of his death. Reports indicate that Fernandez and his friends decided to go on the boating expedition after having an argument with his girlfriend. Since joining Manchester United from Paris Saint-Germain in the summer, Zlatan Ibrahimovic has been in a slump along with the rest of the United team. Ibrahimovic has stated that he has struggled to replicate his goal-scoring form from the French league last season, and many pundits and fans are calling for the striker to be sat in place for 18-year-old Marcus Rashford. On October 29th, the Oakland Raiders set the NFL record for the most penalties in a single game with 23. These penalties costed them over 200 yards. Despite the record-setting performance of penalties, the Raiders were still able to come out on top of the Bucs 30-24. The win came in overtime thanks to the game-winning touchdown catch by Seth Roberts. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr says his team is frustrated due to the slow start and team chemistry. Steph Curry, however, isn't going to let the frustration stop him from producing. In the Warriors' most recent win over the Suns, Curry dropped 28 points, hitting 5 of 8 from long distance. Teammate Kevin Durant wasn't going to be stopped either, converting from 10 of 16 shots and going 15 of 16 from the free throw line.
NASA has spotted a potential space rock 4 million miles away from the Earth. This could cause an asteroid to impact the Earth, and some say that it may be strong enough to wipe out an entire city. Because of the serious mosquito-borne diseases like the Zika and the West Nile viruses, people are taking precautions to protect their family and family members and friends from these bites. The CDC recommends the removal of any collected water from your yards and from your house at least once a week. By removing the collected water, the bugs' watery breeding grounds would be eliminated. A recent study of effective birth control techniques put men in the spotlight. During the study, 320 men were injected every 8 weeks with 1,000 milligrams of a synthetic form of testosterone and 200 milligrams of synthetic female estrogen. This combination controlled pregnancies caused by 96% of the men in these studies.
A Kansas City hospital's tiniest patients celebrated Halloween early this week when the March of Dimes delivered tiny costumes to the NICU unit of St. Luke's Hospital on October 25th. Volunteers brought about 40 homemade costumes including superheroes, bugs, butterflies, and Kansas City Royals baseball uniforms to make sure families didn't miss out on their baby's first Halloween. A wearable skin patch may help children who are allergic to peanuts by delivering small doses of peanut protein. Nearly half of those who were treated with the Viaskin peanut patch for 1 year were able to consume at least 10 times more peanut protein than they were able to prior to treatment. On the 45th anniversary of the infamous Attica prison uprising, tens of thousands of U.S. inmates have begun launching protests against the American prison system. The cause of these uprisings ranges from low labor pay in South Carolina, racial discrimination in California, to excess force in Michigan. The end goal that the inmates hope to obtain is to end legalized slavery that they believe is taking place within the American correctional facilities.
Rapper Kevin Gates was found guilty of the misdemeanor battery after kicking a fan in the chest at a concert in Florida. This incident occurred in 2015. Gates attempted to use the stand your ground law as a defense. However, the jury convicted Gates of the crime and sentenced him to serve 6 months in the Polk County Jail. Did you know that Halloween wasn't all about the scares and frights? Halloween used to be a day when people got together and found true love. It wasn't until the 20th century when Halloween became what we know Halloween to be today. The mythology behind witches and spirits became the center point of the true holiday rather than finding one's true soulmate. A witch didn't need fortune telling and the power of luck to find true love. She could create her own destiny. Norcia tremors destroyed ancient buildings as towns and villages in central Italy have been hit with an earthquake for the 4th time in 4 months. The earthquake had a 6.6 magnitude on the Richter scale, which is the strongest earthquake that Italy has seen in decades. This earthquake comes with just 2 months after a previous earthquake killed nearly 300 people in August. Rapper Jay-Z has decided to headline a concert for presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. This will take place on November 6th, the day before presidential election. The concert is meant to target young people and encourage them to go out and vote. Many other celebrities have also joined to support Clinton, such as Katy Perry and John Bon Jovi.
And finally, a special congratulations to the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs defeated the Cleveland Indians in dramatic fashion with their extra innings 8-7 win in Game 7 of the World Series on November 2nd. The last time the Cubs were World Series champs was in 1908. Congratulations again. It only took you guys 108 years to the World Series repeat victory. Thanks for joining us for our second episode of News in Minutes. Make sure you check back next week for the next episode. And make sure to follow Warrior News on Instagram and Twitter at WarriorNews15. For now, that's all we have. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
And I'm Peter Rivera.
We'll see you in a minute.